Welcome. This is East Allen County Schools video tutorial of Canvas's quizzes and how to set up a quiz and distribute a quiz to students. So I've logged in and I'm going to click on the course that I want to set up the quiz in. Over here in my tools on the left hand side I click on quizzes. If you already have quizzes set up, you're going to see a long list of quizzes right here, and I have no quizzes set up. You can also do a search for quizzes right here, but ultimately I'm going to click the plus quiz button and we're going to start our new quiz. So I have to name the quiz. So I've named the quiz, and you'll notice there are two tabs right here, Settings and Question. Settings basically allows you to use the rich content editor to put in images, links, videos, or just text into this field to give instructions or further directions to the students regarding the quiz. For my purposes, I'm just going to put some instructions in. So my instructions are very simple. Please answer the multiple choice questions attached. Remember to click Submit. So before I go to the questions, because this tab here is where you build the questions, once again this quiz is a graded quiz in Canvas where Canvas does the gradings for me, but I have to put the questions in. So I'm going to go down below and choose the quiz type. It's a graded quiz. You have various options: a practice quiz, a graded survey, or an ungraded survey. The assignment group, I want to place it in quizzes. Then I have various options. Yes, I would recommend you check mark the box that says shuffle answers. If you want to, you can put a time limit, such as a time limit of 15 minutes. If you wanted to allow multiple attempts by the student, and then it says quiz score to keep, you can keep the highest, the latest, or the average. And then under allowed attempts, if you want 1 or 2 or 3 attempts at the quiz, you could allow that right here. The defaulted checkbox lets students see their quiz responses, or you could choose only after their last attempt, only once after each attempt. And do you want students to see the correct answers? Personally, this is just my opinion, I would not check mark that. I would want to go over that with the students in class the next day, but if you want it check marked, you can choose only after their last attempt, and then you can show the correct answers at and choose a date, and then you can hide correct answers at and choose a date. So in other words, these are tools designed to try to avoid cheating. You also could choose one question at a time, allowing students to only see one question at a time. Under quiz restrictions, there's an option to require an access code. I would not recommend that, because then you and your students would have to know the access code. You'd have to deliver that access code to them somehow. I would definitely also not check mark filter IP addresses. And then to assign, you either assign that quiz to everyone, or you can assign it to groups of people. So for example, if I wanted to only assign it to this student, or for example, if I only wanted to assign it to these 2 students, I could do that. When is the quiz due? You simply click on the calendar, and so therefore if I want this quiz to be due on the 31st at a particular time, such as 11 a.m., then I can put that in. Also, if I want the quiz to be available from and have a window of time from this date to this date, then you simply enter that into the calendar, even narrowing it down to specific time. Again, if you want to assign different levels of the quiz, so in other words, if you wanted to assign to these students here at this due date and these due times, but you want to assign it to this particular student on a different day, then this is how you would do it. You would choose the student and you would choose a different day in which to have the quiz due. So now I'm going to go to the questions. I'm going to scroll back up to the questions. Actually, before the questions, I want to point out that over here under Files or Images, if you wanted to bring in files and submit a file as a quiz, a document file, then you access Files. You can go to your course files. So if I wanted to have my students see this document here, I click on it. My students taking the quiz can now see this document, which was a writing assignment right before the quiz. I can also upload images from my computer or from Flickr. So I would go to the computer to choose a file. I would then click Upload, or I can go to Flickr and search for an image. So I just brought that image in, but ultimately I want to be able to show you the questions. So I'm going to click on the questions, and you'll see new question group, or find questions. Find questions is for questions you've already set up in Canvas, and I have none set up. So I'm going to work on creating new questions. So this is question 1. We're going to make it multiple choice. Here are all the different options. Multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, fill in multiple blanks, multiple answers, multiple drop downs, matching. You can see all the different options. I'm going to keep it at 1 point, and then here's my question. So I've typed my question in, and then I'm going to type in the correct answers. The correct answer goes in this spot, and then other answers. The default is 4 answer choices with 1 correct answer and 3 possible incorrect answers. But if you wanted to add another, you simply click the plus sign, and there's another spot that comes up. If you wanted to make a change, you hit the edit button here, or click in the field. But if you want to throw it in the trash and get rid of it, you simply hit the trash can to delete that answer. When you're finished with that question and answer set, you simply click update the question, and there we go. So there's my first question. To start a second question, you simply click plus new question, and you start a second one. I want to do one more question quickly. This is question 2. We're going to keep it as multiple choice. 1 point. I'm going to type in the question. So there's my question. Then I click into the correct answer, and then I'm going to type in the incorrect answers. So I've got the correct answer, 3 incorrect answers. Once again, I could add another answer, but ultimately I'm going to update the question. Now let's pretend that I've got 10 or 15 or 20 questions. I'm now going to click Save and Publish. Now remember, if you click just Save, students don't see the quiz yet. You have to click Save and Publish. So there is my quiz. It is published. Down here is all the information about the quiz. And if I wanted to make changes to the quiz, if I click Edit, it will jump me back in and I can make changes to the quiz. So that is how you create a simple quiz, and I taught you multiple choice. There were a lot of different options inside of Canvas. Thank you very much.